Right now, in parks and forests near you, squirrels and birds are quietly carrying out a remarkable partnership that most people never notice. At first glance, they seem like rivals competing for food and space. But beneath the canopy, a different story unfolds. Squirrels bury seeds that grow into future forests, while birds sound alarm calls that can warn squirrels of nearby predators. Forgotten food caches feed other wildlife, and their everyday actions help countless species survive. Without realizing it, these two animals shape entire ecosystems. What looks like ordinary forest activity is actually one of nature's most remarkable hidden partnerships. Every year, squirrels bury hundreds, even thousands, of acorns, walnuts, and other seeds to prepare for winter. Many of these hidden caches are never recovered, allowing forgotten seeds to sprout into the next generation of trees. Birds such as blue jays and chickadees do the same, carrying and storing seeds far from the parent tree, helping forests spread and regenerate. But their partnership extends beyond planting. When a hawk or fox appears, birds and squirrels exchange alarm calls that warn one another of danger, giving both precious seconds to escape. Though they often seem to compete, their everyday actions strengthen the forest, support countless other species, and maintain the balance of the ecosystem. What looks like chaos is actually cooperation hidden in plain sight. By the end of this video, you'll discover that squirrels and birds, often seen chasing each other away from backyard feeders, share a far more fascinating relationship than most people ever imagine. Beneath the constant chatter, frantic movement, and occasional squabbles is an invisible partnership that has been shaping forests for thousands of years. We'll uncover 3 surprising ways these unlikely neighbours help one another survive. You'll see how their alarm calls ripple through the forest like an emergency broadcast system, warning not only their own species, but an entire community of wildlife when danger is near. You'll learn how forgotten seeds and hidden food caches become the next generation of towering trees, transforming squirrels and birds into some of nature's most important forest gardeners. And you'll discover how their everyday behaviour creates opportunities for countless other animals, from insects and fungi to deer, foxes, and even predators high above the canopy. Once you see it, you'll never watch a squirrel race across a branch or hear a bird sound an alarm call in quite the same way again. So, let's step beneath the forest canopy and uncover one of nature's best-kept secrets. Hey, I'm Wild Spaces, the channel that peeks into the secret lives of the plants and animals that share our world. Today we're diving into how squirrels and birds help each other, from alarm calls to accidental gardening. I'll show you real behaviours, the science behind them, and simple ways you can support these partnerships at home. Birds and squirrels both rely on alarm calls to survive, but these signals aren't meant only for members of their own species. When a hawk circles silently overhead, or a fox slips through the underbrush, a single warning call can spread through the forest in seconds. Chickadees, blue jays, crows, and many other birds produce distinct calls that nearby squirrels quickly learn to recognize. A silent hawk or stalking fox can trigger a single alarm call, prompting birds and squirrels alike to recognize danger and escape within moments. In return, squirrels emit sharp barks and chattering sounds that birds also respond to. By listening to one another, these unlikely neighbours gain precious seconds to hide, take cover, or escape, dramatically increasing their chances of surviving another day in the wild. Studies show that squirrels respond to bird alarm calls, and birds respond to squirrel alarm calls. They eavesdrop. This cross-species listening gives each a better chance to spot predators early. This shared vigilance creates a living alarm network that extends far beyond a single species. Instead of relying only on their own senses, birds and squirrels constantly monitor the sounds and movements of their forest neighbors. The moment one animal detects danger, its warning can trigger an immediate chain reaction throughout the surrounding woodland. Researchers studying mixed-species wildlife communities have observed that this collective awareness reduces successful predator attacks because dozens of eyes and ears are scanning the environment at once. Every warning call strengthens the network, giving squirrels, birds, and even other nearby animals valuable extra seconds to escape before a predator can strike. Second, planting. Squirrels are famous scatter hoarders, a behavior that makes them some of nature's most important forest gardeners. Throughout the autumn, a single squirrel may bury hundreds or even thousands of acorns, walnuts, hickory nuts, and other seeds in dozens of carefully chosen hiding places. These underground food caches are meant to sustain them through the harsh winter months, but squirrels don't remember every location. As a result, many seeds remain buried long enough to germinate. Over time, these forgotten caches grow into saplings and eventually mature trees, helping forests regenerate naturally and creating habitat for countless other plants and animals. A surprisingly large fraction of cached seeds are forgotten and germinate, making squirrels key agents of tree regeneration. They effectively plant the next forest, a service ecologists call directed dispersal. Birds help too. Jays and other corvids cache seeds and move them long distances. Songbirds spread berry seeds via droppings. Together, birds and squirrels move seeds at different scales. Squirrels bury locally, while birds can transport seeds farther. The complementary roles of birds and squirrels expand plant distributions and genetic mixing, which builds healthier forests that can better withstand disease and climate stress. Birds and squirrels form loose foraging associations. Birds flush insects and reveal food. Squirrels uncover seeds and insects while foraging for nuts. By following each other, both reduce the time and energy spent finding food. That matters in cold months when every calorie counts. These opportunistic team-ups increase survival and reproductive success, which ripples out to the plants and predators in the ecosystem. When squirrels and birds share alarms, predators adapt too. Predators that face smarter, louder prey must refine hunting strategies. This keeps predator-prey dynamics in balance. Over decades, the combined activities of seed dispersal and mixed species vigilance shape habitat structure, creating denser regeneration pockets and safer foraging corridors for many animals. So, a squirrel's habit of burying an acorn and a bird's quick alarm call can lead to more trees, more insects, and a richer forest mosaic. You don't need to be a wildlife manager to help. Here are simple, science-backed steps you can take. 1. Plant native nut and berry-producing species. 2. Offer a diversity of food, not just one feeder. 3. Provide water and avoid pesticides that reduce insect prey. Small changes in your yard can strengthen the collaborative web between birds and squirrels and help your local forest thrive. If you loved that peek into nature's teamwork, there's so much more where that came from. Like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell to be notified for new videos I post at 7 a.m. every Sunday. Question for the comments. What surprising wildlife partnership have you noticed in your yard or local park? Tell us the place and the behaviors. Links to the research and reading are in the description.